It's weird, right? Me as a gaming reviewer telling you that you should not trust game reviews, but I actually mean what I said. This is not a clickbait. And yep, in this video I'm going to be explaining why do I think so. And you know what, because I do it in every single one of my reviews, I'm gonna do this in this video as well. And I'm gonna be giving you the answer right away, why do I think about that, and then I shall discuss why do I think so. And well, if you just want an answer, why do I think so, you will get it right now. And yep, thank you for coming by. But if you want to hear it a bit further and discuss maybe a bit in the comment section down below, well, just stick around. So why do I think that you should not trust the game reviews? Because of the one simple reason. All game reviews are subjective and are based on the experiences of the reviewer themselves. We are all different people with all different experiences, and there is no such thing as objectively good game or objectively good review, period. No matter which review you're talking about, all of them are subjective. But how so? And let's discuss this a bit further. So let me give you an example of one of my videos. I rarely post any negative reviews because I don't play the games that I know that I will not like. I usually try different games, and I usually try to understand what these games are trying to do. And one of the rare reviews that were a bit negative was for Fallout 76. And weirdly enough, this review got quite a bit of backlash because a lot of people are hating this and a lot of people are loving this. But are any one of them wrong? Well, it will sound weird, but not. We are all different gamers, and our gaming preferences have been shaped in different ways. For example, my gaming preferences have been shaped like decades ago when I started playing the games, and especially by the older Fallout games, even later the 3D Fallout games like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and even Fallout 4. If I start comparing this with an experiences that I had with those Fallout games, Fallout 76 will not be a good game, and many people are comparing this. And for majority of people for whom maybe Fallout 76 was the first game, or even Fallout 4 was the first game, Fallout 76 does not seem that bad. Plus, in that video I talked extensively about microtransactions and how I hate this. And weirdly enough, not all people hate this, because many of you grew up in a gaming world where microtransactions were simply a necessity or the normal thing for the games to live. But not for me. When I was growing up, you were paying for the games and you were getting what you're paying for. And in the past, you didn't have even updates and patches, and you would need to search it for it on internet and then somehow get it to work on your games as well. So in the past, the games, when they would release, they were finished games with minimum bugs and just try to be as best as they could because there was no way to update it and no way to monetize it. So, well, I remember those times, and it's shaped my experiences about the gaming. This is why my experience may be different from yours, and every reviewer's experiences are different. Some things that I like might be different from you because we all live in different circumstances and tolerances, and well, even culture and our surroundings are playing the roles about the game reviews. But why you should actually watch game reviews at all if all of this is such a bad thing, and why would you just buy the game and then decide by yourself? Well, you see, buying games are, well, quite a huge financial contribution right now. Well, not all of us have insanely high disposable incomes to pay $50, $60, $70 for the games that we might not even enjoy. And some of you might be also amazed, but refund culture is not ubiquitous everywhere. So some people just don't even know and don't even realize or don't even want to refund their games. They just want to get the games and enjoy it without ever thinking about refunds. And if they will not enjoy it, this $60, $70 will be just money like burnt on, like money caught on fire. So why would you even watch the reviews? Well, because of the details that reviewers are providing, not because of the ratings. You see, to understand what reviewer likes, you must look at different games that you both played, like both reviewer and you. And if your preferences align with each other, you will understand that the preferences of this reviewer is similar to yours. So some things that this reviewer will like, for example, if you like what games that I like, you might understand that if I will review some new game, preferably that you have never heard of or have never played, you might think that, okay, he liked 10 games that I also like very much as well, so this 11th game might be good for me as well. That's what you should be looking for, not opinions and expressions. You should be looking for the details and the experiences of the reviewer and whether it aligns with you or not. That's why watching multiple reviews of the same game is very beneficial, because you will see multiple different standpoints. And another thing that you should do is actually read the comments and discuss circumstances. But what do you mean by that is that when someone else also played this game and have different opinion or the same opinion even with the reviewer as well, they will discuss it in the comments. Go into any one of my reviews, especially with the larger videos with tens of thousands of views, and you will see that there are quite a lot of extensive discussions about the games, whether it's a good, bad, whether I said something good or bad, or things like that. These discussions will give you a fuller picture about the game. It will also show and just give you some insecurities with the purchase of the game, so I would not like bet 100% of such comments, but yeah, it's there. And if you are watching the video, you might as well go through the comments and read the thing or two about that as well. And by discussing circumstances, I mean that if you have a question about a certain video, about certain thing, about certain game, just go and ask. There is nothing stopping you there. Just go and ask and see whether you can actually and see what you can do. Because usually, for example, me, I try to answer every good question that I can. I don't answer the questions that are blatant, just trying to insult me or just try to just diminish everything that I say. But if the question is good and I can answer the question, I usually do. And a lot of reviewers and a lot of people in the comments also do answer there as well. And also, after watching the review, look very well into the financial involvement. Look into the financial commitments that you will be taking, because yeah, paying $70 for the game that you might not or might enjoy, even if I loved it a lot or I even hated it a lot, it might be a bit of a bet. So I would suggest you to look very close into sales and just be patient. I have no idea why in this day and age people are flocking and buying the game right on release, when usually those releases, in almost 90% of the cases, these games are actually broken. They don't work. In 90% of the cases, these games are broken. They don't work very well. They have bugs. They have issues. They just don't run well. They're not optimized well. And those people are just flocking and buying this game for $60, $70 for the broken games. Which I don't understand. That's why I almost always wait for the sales and buy games on the sales. And usually when I review games on their release, it's not because I just went out and bought it. Usually it's because I was provided with a free key, and that's why I'm reviewing games when they came out. I rarely play games when they came out. Probably one of the few games that I actually played when one of the few games that I played on release were Battlefield 4, Mass Effect Andromeda, and Witcher 3. And two of them were disappointing experience for me. Well, Witcher 3 was actually a pretty good experience. So I try to avoid buying the games as much as possible, at least on release. I try to avoid buying games on release as much as possible. So what's the key takeaway from this? Don't trust 100% game reviews, even mine. Don't trust them and just buy the game because I am hyped and I love the games a lot, and just go and because I'm hyped and because I'm emotional about the game and I love it so much that I cannot recommend this enough. Don't go and buy this right away. Use reviews as some kind of additional opinions, and just try to watch as many reviews as possible, like for the same game, because I might be covering some things that other people might not be covering, and other people might be covering some things that I don't cover. And if you watch like 3, 4, 5, 6 different reviews of the game, you will see fuller picture and you will understand more about the game. And if you look for the comments and if you look for the people, just don't try to just follow a blatantly negative or blatantly positive people, where they either absolutely bash the game or absolutely praise the game. Don't follow just, and don't use those opinions about this game, because usually those opinions are purely emotional and not a factual representation of how good the game is. Because yeah, no game is actually perfect. And yeah, that was just the thing that I wanted to talk about, because yeah, this is actually very close to my heart, and I don't like people just blindly following whatever I say, and I don't like also people that blindly go opposing to what I say as well. Every single person should have their own brains to use, and use your brains as well before you're gonna buy any games or before you're gonna follow any reviews. Well, I guess this will be it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video, like it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.